Within the productivity applications sector, the design vendors, Figma, Miro, Mural, and Canva, maintain some of the strongest mind shares, with Figma and Miro topping the sector in net sentiment. All of these vendors have seen minimal capital raised relative to their performance within our survey data, as demonstrated by the smaller and green-shaded data points. Of note is also Calendly, which maintains a healthy net sentiment relative to the remainder of the sector and also the strongest mind share. Moving from the vendor level to the subsector level, this chart shows aggregate net sentiment and mind share for all subsectors within the productivity apps sector. As you could conclude by seeing the vendor placement on the previous slide, the design sector boasts a net sentiment that is at least 10 percentage points higher than the next closest subsector, scheduling, and has also seen tremendous growth in mind share over the past year. Scheduling, followed by communications and project management, all trail design. Honing in on the design subsector, despite the high net sentiment relative to other subsectors, net sentiment has come down over the past 9 months from all-time highs captured in November of 2021. While plans to allocate spend further remain very strong, plans to evaluate have dwindled versus 2021 levels, and churn has also increased across the board. Turning back to the vendor level, we see Miro leading the sector in mindshare, while Figma maintains the highest net sentiment. Mural and Canva are the middling vendors, while InVision is a sector laggard. A quick spotlight on Miro, which is largely responsible for the high mindshare growth that the entire design subsector has seen over the past year. Miro's mindshare has moved from 18% when we first started tracking the vendor in November of 2020 to 31% today. Utilization for Miro also remains robust despite the vendor seeing a slight increase in churn over prior periods. Finally, net sentiment by customer type is worth a look for Mural, as Mural is really the only vendor within the subsector to see its strongest data coming from larger index orgs such as the S&P 500 and Global 1000 on the left side of the chart, with weaker data coming from mid and small orgs on the right, which is actually in negative territory. In contrast, most other peers see their strongest net sentiment coming from mid and small respondents within our sample instead.